What do 90% of all elite athletes have in common? Their nutrition. Now, they'll have coaches elsewhere, they'll have physios, they'll have people doing treatments and everything else, keeping their bodies top notch. But their nutrition is consistent. 5 different ways we'll look at their nutrition as an elite athlete. Now, if people aren't following this, chances are they're not going to be elite for very long. So the first one, they eat everything. Now let me tell you what I mean by that. I don't mean they see food and eat it. They will have different food groups. They'll have plenty of proteins, plenty of fats, plenty of carbohydrates. They'll get fish, they'll get meat, they'll get veg, they'll get greens, they'll get fruit in there. They'll get nuts, they'll get seeds, they'll get everything in there, okay? And they won't shy away from something because of something the media says. And they will eat everything. The second one, they eat quality. Okay, now as I say with my clients, that 80% of the time you eat really good foods, 20% of the time you can chill out a little bit and eat a bit of processed stuff. So the elite athletes will focus on the quality of their foods. They will get great foods in there, real whole foods. They will have a little bit of processed foods, and that's cool, but 80-90% of their diets will be clean. I hate that word, clean. There will be good single ingredient foods. Number 3, they eat enough. As silly as it sounds, like when a client comes to me, most of the time they're not eating enough. Now, you'll get the odd occasion when it's like, yes, I'm an endurance athlete, I'll just eat everything, and they're eating too much. But a lot of the times, clients just aren't eating enough food, enough calories overall to fuel their training, their recovery, and their daily functions. So elite athletes will eat enough. Number 4, they eat as an individual. Now what we mean by that is that you learn to know your own body. Myself, as a coach, when I work with athletes, I like to work with 4, 5, 6 months at least. A good year, I will know that athlete inside out. I will know what needs to be changed, but that athlete will know as well. So signs that they're hungry, they will eat more. Signs that they're under recovering, they will eat more. They will always look at certain markers, their performance, their immune function, are they ill all the time, and they will eat according to this. They will have more carbs if their energy's going up. They will have less if they're actually like just sitting, having a few more rest days than normal. But the elite athletes will eat as an individual. And the 5th one, the biggest one of them all, they eat a carb-centered diet. Very, very, very few elite athletes will go low carb. We see in the media, it's a thing to eat bugger all carbs. No. If you want to perform as an endurance athlete, then you will eat carbohydrates according to your activity levels. If you look at the Kenyan runners, I think it was like about 80 to 85% of their diet was carbohydrates. That is a lot of carbohydrates. Not saying they eat absolutely tons of overall calories, but 80% plus of those calories come from carbohydrates. They're not scared of carbohydrates, and they're winning race after race. Something's working there. Now, you can have low carbs at certain times. I've done a video on this saying like about sleeping low, training low, and things like that. But overall, you need carbohydrates in your diet to perform and be one of the elite.